early Joker. As of late, he's been saying that, you know, he's willing to take some of these L's at these bigger events if it means polishing up a character that he wants to play. He also played a bit of Ken today, too, which is
He told me about that, and I was like, you won't. He did. He did.
He
and
did.
It went well. Now, I don't expect any of the showdowns to come out against the likes of Palutena. That's just asking for bad business.
That matchup is not that great.
That's a pretty grim matchup.
Yeah.
But this matchup generally agreed to be Palu favor. However, I'm of the belief that this is even, and I'm waiting to see how Wishes approaches this matchup.
Yeah, so you play Joker. I will describe for the folks at home why you think it's closer to even.
I believe that Palutena's height and her weight make her a really good target for combos, and if you're aware of how Warp works as a recovery, like how it takes a little bit to actually get off the ground and where they're going to position themselves, you can punish them really easily. And Joker's punish game is phenomenal, with or without Arsene.
Yep, so that's definitely going to be a huge factor here. Arsene already on the docket right now, so let's see how Wishes capitalizes on that. And this is where things are going to get kind of scary for everybody. You know, both these characters very good at keeping you trapped at the ledge. Now Jen continuing to keep the pressure on right now. Wishes crossing over the neutral air.
Now, one feature of Jen's play that I find, even like beyond his Palu, just as a player, he always does a really good job of forcing someone to make poor choices with landings. Whether or not they're forced to like go out towards the edge, or they end up finding themselves like in the arms of a waiting Palutena, he's always ready to force that out. And I feel like landing's a little bit of a weaker point for Joker. So if Jen can at least keep that point focused, no matter how badly he'll lose or keep track of the percentage race, I feel like he should be all right.
You see Jen just opting to run directly at Wishes. Most players kind of having a bit of a stalemate in neutral right now. Goes for the down throw. Okay. Preemptively air dodging, but the follow-up just coming up a little bit short for Jen.
I like the attempt from the rising air to try and catch grappling hook, although Wish's movement, kind of nice.
Oh yeah, he moves so well with the characters he plays, man. There we go.
Yeah,
Just a couple hits in there into the back throw. So that's going to be first stock going to Jen.
The high return to stage, I think, is really smart against Joker as well. I think we'll be seeing a lot of that from Jen. However, I feel like Wishes catches on to habits like that really quickly, so I'm expecting him to figure out some game plan for trying to punish. Jump from the ledge, gets the back air, and just like that, Wishes just chilling. Fairly even game.
That's all you ask for, and just, you know, despite how long that first stock went, you kind of get a little bit nervous for how well you know, Jen was going to be able to respond there. But Wishes able to close the gap nicely, continuing to go to work here.
Both these characters escape out of each other's combo games pretty well, so it's really a matter of how well they can withstand neutral against each other. And I feel like both of these players have a good sense of neutral as it stands, so it's not really like a character matchup or a player matchup than anything else. And that's perfectly fine, especially at this layer of bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jen able to escape further harm right there. Nice cross up with the jump over into the back air. Wishes get a little bit creative with the guns off stage right there. All right, Arsene off the deck right now, so let's see if Wishes is going to be able to net this kill, because that's, I feel like, kind of a bugaboo with Joker. You know, his hitboxes are kind of tight unless you're hitting these back airs. Even then, I'm not very surprised it didn't kill yet. Like, if you're not hitting these like super strong killing options, these stocks can kind of linger for a little bit.
Yeah, the comment about Joker is that with Arsene, he typically struggles to kill unless he goes for that off-stage play, and we're seeing that from Wishes where he's trying to like really fish out there for the back air, but Jen's aware of that kind of space that he's occupying, so that's why he's being able to evade so well. Showing 168. Most people would expect Palutena to be long gone by now, but good evasiveness from Jen, keeping him in the realm of survival.
That was a little scary right there from Wishes.
That burnt the hairs.
Yeah, he's singeing a little bit. Yeet. There we go. Back throw, getting the job done. So second stock, same as the first stock, is Jen just playing the long game, knowing that eventually if he gets his grab in the right positioning, Wishes will die for it. So now, let's see what his response is.
Went in for the grab. All right. Auto reticle probably like the most punishable tool for Palutena's kid in this particular matchup, because Joker's run is like really low, so if it does target, just sort of go right under it. It's really silly. These characters are so terrifying, yet they have a lot of really quirky interactions amongst themselves.
Oh yeah, like Palutena. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
The cat did the thing.
very, very meow meow. Moving along here. So a lot of ground for Wishes to make up right now, but the question is if he's going to be able to get Arsene before things get too out of hand for him. So.
Ooh, the catch gets the 4th hit for the drag down, but not able to extend further than that. I know that Jen had played Joker for a small while. Didn't really see a lot of bracket use, but definitely studied the character well and how he wants to move it. An excellent catch for that jump. Managed to even get Jen game 1.
Yeah, so really nice stuff there from Jen. Again, never seized the lead. Never was really in a position where he looked uncomfortable. You know, even in those moments of stalemates, he's like, okay, you know, I have these safe buttons and I have a kill throw. So, you know, again, playing the long game with Palutena is definitely dangerous. This character isn't very flashy. It's another case of not being super flashy, but efficient. You know what I mean?
Right, right. I feel like at least here, it's like you know the Joker's going to have something insane. And you know that his movement's going to deny you your insane things. So a lot more of this play is just sort of Jen weathering the storm and just winning out through just better play.
And which is as showcased that he's proficient in the Lafable. So definitely something to keep in mind here if that situation ever arises itself. But that could have been it right there.
To the note of the Lafable, I feel like it's just like the drag down part's the more important. Like when Wishes wants his stock gone and he gets the setup, I feel like execution shouldn't be that big of a problem.
Lafable sounds like a canned Pokemon name anyway. So.
It sounds like a foreign dessert. Like my teeth thinking about the Lafable.
My teeth hurt after seeing that back air. There we go. Woo! Really nice stuff there from Wishes coming out the gates. Very strong as compared to the last game.
And here we're talking about flashiness in the context of Paolo, turning to the flip side for Wishes. Joker's another character who can have an immaculate combo game, but a lot of this is going to boil down to how well Wishes can control the ledge and then ultimately netting the stock, with back air, of course, being the signature move. Especially with Arsene out, it's fast, it's strong, it's going to cover a good amount of space.
Yeah, so let's see what the response is going to be here from Jen. Go for the pivot grab, but Wishes doing a really good job holding center stage right now. Jen finally able to get his hands on him, and he's so good at getting that, man. The down throw to the raw bear. That's huge as Palutena. That's, oh!
Vacuum hands.
Magic. You see even Wishes having a laugh about it, but on the inside he's like, oh my god.
I was scripted to die. All right, and just like that, Jen taking a pretty firm pull back into the game. Although, percentage-wise, looking a little worse for wear. Nothing too crazy for Palutena to back up, though, especially as Jen, once again, he's continued to be pretty evasive.
Oh, okay.
There you go. 2 reps is fine. That's what I'm looking for. It's that 4th hit of the up air, and the fact that it'll guarantee your drag down, and you'll be prepared to do whatever.
There we go. Really nice effort for Wishes. It's a fair one into the raw bear. Now Jen locked in the corner right now. Wishes
You're crazy.
Yeah, Wishes going for the super hard read right there, but Jen's saying, nah, I'm good.
All right.
So
Birdman out.
Yeah, so the bad man is back. So let's see what the answer is going to be here from Jen, because with Arsene out, I feel like the stock is very close to being erased.
In 173, I feel like that's a fair statement, but Jen has other plans in mind. Oh, almost managing to punish him. Wings of Rebellion.
Yeah, that move is great, distance-wise, but, leaves a lot to be desired in regards to the actual recovery, but regardless, great nair right there from Jen. Knowing that Wishes didn't really have anywhere else to go without risking getting hit by that, so now see what the response is from Wishes.
I mean, I guess.
I boop you on the head.
It still counts. That's the silly stuff I'm trying to see, honestly.
Ooh, gets the drag down, but missing the re-grab. There you go.
Good chain of hits. Expect the air dodge inwards. Now, Wishes has done that a couple of times now, where he's getting fair chained and air dodges in. He's got to catch on to that, otherwise Jen might be able to get a more potent punish.
I feel like if he didn't get Arsene in that very moment, that could have been a way rougher off-stick situation.
Ooh, second hit.
See, that move isn't even worth parrying because of that second hit. It's crazy.
Paying attention for the awakened aerials is like something a lot of people haven't realized, is that Arsene and Joker have different timings on what they do. And if you stop Joker, you're not necessarily stopping Arsene. It's really weird, but like, you got to keep your eyes peeled for that. At higher percentages, that could have been a really big reversal for Wishes, but nonetheless, looking at a practically dead even game while Gen tries to control the ledge.
There you go. That back air is going to catch the jump right there as Gen, taking his time on the ledge, not overextending on anything. Reads the roll, resets the situation again.
Doesn't matter if he catches the grappling hook, does catch the jump from ledge. Back air going to bring things to a 2-0 in Gen's favor.
Yeah, man. Again, after that, that first stock was really, really solid for Wishes against Gen, just staying resilient, not overextending, not rushing things, because the second you start to press buttons against Jokers, I think can get kind of bad for you. So.
No switch, staying dedicated to the Joker. I feel like the Joker's playing fine. It's just that, as I mentioned earlier in the set, it's really a matter of Gen weathering the storm.
Sure, absolutely. So here we go. Game 3 going to go to Battlefield. Winner has a date with Kofi in loser finals. The winner of that has a date with the Buzz and Graham. So let's see who comes out on top here.
I feel like that'll be fairly interesting to see regardless of what happens, because I know Kofi is very confident against both of these characters. And while Palutena, to say he's plentiful in Tri-State, I feel is almost an understatement. Joker is almost near non-existent.
There's as many Palutenas in Tri-State as there are diners in New Jersey. So let's put it that way.
And we got like 2 Jokers in New York, I guess.
Yeah, there's almost 2 diners in New York. There we go.
Hey now, my neck of the woods, we got diners.
All right, that's fair.
Nonetheless, the damage that's on board starting to reflect more in favor of Wishes, but Tetrakarn trying to put the advantage back in his name.
Yeah, Gen's stuck on a ledge right there. Wishes wasting no time immediately with the back throw.
See, but a too low to be able to kill and doesn't get the second one. You know you could ladder Iega? It's more difficult to do than Arc Fire, but same concept. Same result, really.
Gen finally able to get back to the stage, but there we go. Great DI mixed up on the down throw. So that's going to be stock 1 going to Wishes here again on his tournament game right now. He needs to win this. Great, once again, drop down with the nair from Gen. Hey. The back air following suit. Really nice response right there.
So even though Wishes had such a commanding lead out the gate for game 3, it ultimately didn't mean anything. Kind of wild. He only got 20% Rebellion meter to pay for his troubles.
Yeah, and definitely something that can't be made up, obviously, but, the more you can mitigate that, the better. Great job right there from Wishes.
And the extension with the grappling hook, but not going to be able to get it. It's always a cute attempt.
Kind of stuck in the corner right now, able to finally beat his way through. Great punish on the downward guns right there.
See, downward guns isn't like a real landing option unless Arsene is out, because the awakened guns, you have less end lag. That's cool.
Ooh, that's
Trump
cool.
Bear? That's cool.
Ooh, there we go. Great weight on the Tetrakarn right there. See, trying to get creative on the edge guard right there. Again, Wishes is continuing to state his dominance right now.
See, you can't be using the regular guns down because Palutena is fast enough on the ground and in the air to come up with some sort of punish. It is dangerous. You don't want to give a player like Gen free airspace, nor a free combo. Not. Especially at this point in the bracket, too. Gen on the verge of a 3-0 over Wishes. You don't want to give him any inch for free.
Ooh, okay. That could have been a big punish right there as the Aha hit his shield, and he was really, really close to him right there. Gen continuing to play chase, though. Yeah, there we go. A fantastic lead right there. You see too many people just kind of panic and go for the grab right there, but Joker has, I believe, 33 frames of end lag after using the Rebels guard, so.
Yeah, he's chilling, man. And there's a lot of characters that could set up in that time, but hey, a percentage like that, might as well just go straight in for the kill. Good on Gen, especially as he starts to get some starter damage kicked in. And I don't know, Koopa, we're looking on the verge of a 3-0.
Yeah, but that was fun. Ooh, not going to get the jab block, but going to be good damage regardless as he continues, this ledge trapping situation.
Crazy enough, Palutena doesn't get that much off of jab blocks. She gets plenty off of down air. In fact, Gen's going to get a solid win on Wishes because of it. Advancing through to losers finals to go fight Kofi.
Yeah, and that is going to be a 3-0 in the favor of Gen. And again, from every facet of the game. There was games where he was up and he won. There's games where he was losing, he was won. And then there was games like this where it was last hit and he won. And there we go. Like we said, Wings of Rebellion, like I was saying, kind of a lackluster recovery.
It's funny to say this, but it's Rosalina's recovery, but worse. Like, far worse. You don't have Luma to protect you.